flickering shadows of love on her blind. She was my woman.
Cheeky little walk in Harwood Forest. See what we can find. Lots of fallen trees. Gets windy up here, so to be expected. Grounds are very soft, spongy. I don't know how the exposure is going to come out on this, but as you can see, there's a wild amstel bottle. You know, it's in its natural habitat. We'll get that on the way out. It's pointless leaving pollution. As one of the wild campers call it, Fell Wanderer, Spooky Forest of Doom. I'm just going to have a bit of a wander and then I'll come back. Hello everybody, I'm in the Spooky Forest of Doom. I've been wandering around for about 3 hours trying to find a nice spot. There's not, I've been backwards and forwards. I just can't find anything. There's a lot of deadfall, a lot of good spots ruined by a load of dead trees, or trees that are half over. So I've ended up here. I tried to go into a young pine forest segment where they've planted newest trees in the last 10 years, but it's too thick to get through. And it put my eye out about 3 times, so I'm going to set this up. I'll have to get some food on the go. Got a bit of a wind because I'm near the edge of the forest now. I'm not walking back through because it's really dense in the middle. I'll probably time lapse this because it's going to take a while. See you in a bit. Hello, we're back. So, a bit more set up now. Some gammy camera work going on. I have no idea what that white mess is over there. Looks like some kind of, I don't know, I don't even want to guess. Sorted the tent out a bit more, added some extra guy ropes. Never used the tent before, didn't have time to practice pitching it. Another eBay win, so all is good. Just added some extras. The ground's so soft it's ridiculous, so can't really stretch it out too much because the pegs won't strain. Just set it up really. Let's say I'm only going to be here overnight, so I'm not too concerned. Going inside, I've got it all open to air it out a bit. Highlander reflective mat because we're sort of start of Feb still. Ultralight air mattress, Van Gogh, just letting that inflate a bit. Squish the sleeping bag down there for now. There'll be a bivvy cover going on it in a bit. Plans now, I think, or get some food on the go. So I'll make a little fire. I might have it over there, or I might have it over there, away from the tent. for obvious reasons. Don't want to go up in flames because it'll be a cold night without any protection, although it's not meant to rain or anything, but it is tomorrow morning. And if you're quiet you can just hear the trees creaking. And literally that's the only sound in here. There's nothing. I haven't seen any animals, nothing. I've seen rabbit droppings and I've seen a couple of bones that look like they're off deer, mostly the likes of a hip bone or something like that, but nothing of any interest whatsoever. It's really, this time of year it's quite desolate. I've seen a couple of burrows that look like they'd be good for foxes, or foxes have used them for badgers, but there's nothing around them. There's no like scratching or gnawing or anything like that, or carcasses. But hey ho, there you go. So I'm going to go and collect some wood. I'm not going to bore you by showing chopping of wood and stuff like that. There's plenty of deadfall. No need to chop anything live down. It'll just be a case of processing, pulling some stuff together, different sizes, and then I'll light a fire up. So I'll catch you in a bit. Well YouTube, I've just walked through making a fire. Problem is, I didn't have the camera on. So, hey ho, you live and you learn. But, got one going. Flint and steel, such like. I'll probably make another one later. I'm just going to wait this one out and have some food. Because I'm hungry. I'm going to have a beer as well, I think. Just leave the camera running. It'll be quite nice. Right, I'll use some bigger sticks on now, get some really good embers going, and then I can make something to eat. I've bought far too much food, but might as well eat it instead of carrying it back. So, it is what it is. Right, so we'll let this heat up. I'll let the embers burn. Burn them right down. And we'll see how it goes. Just went deadly quiet because there's a car going past. I can see the road from here. I don't know if they can see me, but hopefully not. I don't want to get kicked out. One more beer and I won't be going anywhere because I can't drive and I can't be near a car, and it's getting dark. Now then, while this is doing this, I may as well make some chalk as I covered on my other video. Literally old candle, stainless steel or something like that, aluminium, whatever. Popped a hole in it, popped some old cotton in, find a pair of cotton jogging pants, something like that. So if you just hold that on the edge there, it'll start to heat up. See how it goes. Look at that beauty of a grill. See already the chalk cloth's starting to burn off all the rubbish on the cotton because of the heat. Smoke comes out the hole. Once it stops smoking, remove from the fire, but don't take the top off because of the pressure and all the steam and such like. Just let it cool naturally and then you can see if you've got chalk cloth or not. Now, I haven't really made a big fire. I don't need to. Don't want anything getting out of control. This should be enough to cook something to eat. See, I brought far too much food. Didn't need to, but because I have, I may as well use it up. Because of like chicken and stuff like that. Bread. Didn't know why I bought bread. Got steak. Looking forward to eating that. Bacon for tomorrow morning. Burgers, which I might hurry on now with the chicken. and have the steak later on, and easily set up some kind of fire later. Main thing for me is that I'll take out all of my rubbish with us. Not good the amount of, even walking through the middle of this dense forest, you can see the amount of rubbish that people either leave walking through. But I'm going to grab the camera, do a little bit of an introduction and hello and stuff like that. Proper one. Let's have a look. Let's see, who can see me? Oh, can't say anything for me big chin. Way! Got my favourite hat on, my lass loves it. My son loves it more. There you go, put it round your head like a total spanner. But, you know, keeps you warm and that. So look, it's out as far as it'll can. So, light's a bit crappy. Getting a bit of sunlight there. So I'm doing this for myself, just to really get out the house. Sick of sitting in on a weekend doing bottle. I like getting out. I used to like going fishing and that when I was a kid, and I don't really do it now. Haven't done it for years, so when I get back into it, get my son into it eventually. Just get him out of the house. He loves being outside. He's full of energy. I don't think he's going to be an academic, because he hates learning. Likes learning new things, but does not do classroom learning. He's very physical. So I want to get him outdoors, run the energy off him, get him camping, even if it's on campsites and stuff like that. I know loads of people like whale camping, loads of people don't, but it is what it is, and you know, each to their own. I'll do both as long as I spend time with him, do things a little bit differently. So I'm going to hoist some bait on, have something to eat, have a few beers, might even have an early night for once in my life. I usually don't go to bed till about 2 in the morning, especially on the weekend. 2, 4, 5 sometimes. My lass hates it because I want to sleep all day on a Sunday. But gives her a bit of peace from me and me mooching around the house, and it gets me out and about. So I'm going to hoist some food on now, and I'll come back to you in a bit when it starts cooking properly. Now then, the food is well barbecued. Obviously all the fat sits there with the water light. So chicken I am just burning to bits because it's been hiding in my freezer for a while. So just making sure there is no nasties on it. The burgers are relatively fresh Angus beef, so I mean that's pretty much done, you know what I mean. Just making sure outside's burnt, inside's perfect. Got loads of other bits and bobs to do, but I'm just going to have this for now. Burnt me finger on the grill, moving it. Silly mate. But here ho. Now, didn't bring any plates or anything like that, because I'm just trying to bring as little as possible. Still brought far too much. Brought enough to do with 8 litre pack probably in a 35. Stuff clanged on all over in different bags and stuff. Now, because I've got the MSR pot, I'm going to use the top of it as a little plate, little serving plate. And there's only me, so there's not much to worry about. So we get some of these burgers and stuff off. This is for the set the entire wood light. We'll check the chicken in a minute, make sure it is fully cooked. Don't want any pink surprises and the profanity of the shits all night, but you know, there's quite a lot of smoke being produced. keep thinking somebody's going to walk in and discover us, but you know, whatever. It remains to be seen. Or I remain to be seen, that is. It's one bit of chicken that never looks cooked. Bloody embers stuck to me burger. So, I'm going to fill me face with food. I'm going to chill out. Might wear me trapper hat that me cat at home absolutely hates because it thinks there's a cat on me head, a bit like Davy Crockett. But, you know, got loads of crap, loads of water, loads of beer, a cookser, and a lovely looking steak. It's me shan looking tent. Isn't that cold for it being mid-Feb. The weather's meant to be quite alright. Tonight I think it's meant to get down to 1-2 degrees max. They say I'm packed for minus figures, so it should be fine. I'll just see how it goes. It's only a one-nighter. I say I'm going to Scotland to do a 2 deer, so I'll know from this what kit I do need and what kit I don't need to carry. I've got bloody batteries and cables and all sorts of crap that I really don't need to have. And luckily in Scotland you can literally camp most places and there's not a problem as long as you obey the wild camp and camping rules. Basically don't leave all of your crap, take it home with you. There's bins provided most places because it's everywhere's touristy, so nobody has an excuse for leaving their rubbish lying around, really. I just think it's bad crack and rude, if I'm honest. Might try out that later. That's a little buddy burner. Seen a few videos online, I've seen a few Russian videos of them making them in tins, so I made it out of a tuna can, some candle box and cardboard and stuff. Once this dies down I'm going to move that grill to one side, and if there's any embers left I'm going to hoy a couple of jack potatoes in and just leave them. Love jack potatoes, so is the Ben, so it's better to get used to cooking them and stuff. So doesn't focus very well, this camera. Might have to cut some of that out. I keep the commentary. But I'm going to sit and enjoy myself. Peace and quiet, no wife. No kids, nothing. I might even go mental and read a bit of a book because I'm just a cool cat. I'll catch you later on. Morning everybody. Didn't really do much last night, so I didn't really record much. After I spoke to you last, I collected some firewood, chilled out for a bit, and then I fell asleep. When I woke up it was like 7 o'clock, quite dark, so I thought I'll just chill out for the night, so just went to sleep really. Bit of a restless night. Quite comfortable. I see there was some trees cracking and stuff like that. The one thing I do have to show you is how careful you've got to be when selecting a camping spot. This wood, like I said a couple of times yesterday, is totally dead. There's lots of deadfall, there's lots of broken trees around, so when I was collecting wood yesterday, I'll show you. There's loads of deadfall, loads of deadfall. That's me rubbish over there, because I'm not going to leave that. And I looked around, I mean that's a piece of deadfall near my tent, but if it fell, it's not going to fall on my tent. There's too many trees in its path for it to fall. However, there was this literally piece of deadfall, so as I was collecting wood I thought That does look dead, so give it a knock with the axe, hollow as anything. Literally I pushed it twice and it went over, so I got rid of it. Pushed it over, it fell, so I was happy about that. Nice and easy to get rid of, but just you've got to be so careful, just in case. Now what I'm going to do is, before my battery dies, I'm going to start a fire, have some breakfast before I pack up to get myself away home. I'll probably change batteries before I pack up and just let the camera run to get some footage. So pop the camera down, see if we can't get it sorted out. Hands are too cold. Still got quite a bit of coating on this. See if this goes any better. See, I'm not shy on small pine needles and sticks and stuff. Till your fire gets going and it's just like adding, I know I put the bigger stuff at the bottom and it's just get some bigger embers going. I know you usually add it at the top, but I like to try different things. I'll see how this goes. Works, it works. Doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just cut the bad bits out, can't you? That does look like it's going to keep. Don't think you need to see my ugly mug on the telly. Hey, on YouTube anyway. So it's gonna make a big pot of coffee. Start me off nicely. In true bushcraft style, got some pine needles sitting in there, sitting in my water, so should be canny. Right. I'll wait for them embers to go down, but we might as well hurry, it's half over. I did sort of notch out something and then realised there was a little notch there already, so I didn't need to. Won't take long, don't think. So look, see. Oh, jazzy hair. Right, probably because I slept in my trapper hat, I'll need to keep warm. Haven't really done any bushcrafting. This is like the first one that I've covered earlier. It's just like get used to it. See what it's like cutting through the forest, which I won't do again when there's a road that runs alongside it, because it took us bloody ages. Just want to see what the middle of the forest was like, which is really, really dense, full of, I only imagine, a man-made trenches for water and stuff, unless it's carved itself out over years, but there's so many of them and they're exactly the same, so doubtful. What I do want to cover is, I seen this on YouTube and I thought I'd share it on my channel as well because it's good. I think it's one of the southern guys in the UK that showed it, but because I bought an MSR pot, it doesn't have some of the features of the billy can. So yeah, got the handle, got the little lid that I used to plate last night, and nice and compact. It can keep stuff in it. Good build quality, like it, but doesn't have the hanger. I mean, you can put a hanger on there and hang it over a campfire if you tripod it or fashion something up, but then you've got to get the bugger off and you burn your hands. So one of the guys came up with a dead simple idea to make it more versatile. I've copied it, just modded it a bit. So this, if you can see that on the camera, cheapy barbecue skewer. I think I picked them up at Asda, about 10 for £1 or something like that when the summer sale was finishing, just for the next summer, but I've got loads of them now. So this, it's just been, so you can see it, bent at one side, left the loop in, and literally all you do with MSR is loop it through there, and pop it through there, and you've made yourself a pot hanger. I mean, it's not 100% level, but you can adjust it so it is. I was happy with it, nice and easy. And the benefit is, if you've got one of those daft keyring saws, that's all I can call them, where it's the cutting wire and the two rings at each side, or the leather pulls at each side, you could probably use that as a chain hanger from a higher point, so it'd be much easier. As far as a nice little tip to share with people, it's probably a bit better now there, but dead easy, tiny little thing. I keep it in the bottom of my cordage bag. I'll probably use it on my next whale camp, because I'm doing 2 days in Scotland in a couple of weeks time. Probably said that already because I repeat myself, got a habit of doing that, but you know. Anyways, that's that covered. Tiny little bit of DIY and do it yourself and that. I want to hoist some bait on, because you'll see that it's died down the fire nicely to some embers, so I'm going to make a cuppa, have something to eat. Probably lower this down now. Oh. You'll see there's some jack potatoes from last night that I didn't finish doing, as I was going to heat them, but I went to sleep instead, as I'm a lazy git. Didn't even really have a drink, it's never been known. I think I had warm beer all night. Oh. Now I'm going to try and burn this fire down as much as humanly possible, and then I'll put it out properly with water and stuff, make sure there's nothing still burning, and then try and cover it up so it's leave no trace. Should be alright. That's one of the pork people come around, kick us out before I've had my breakfast. Hopefully not. Now I'll have a long walk back up to the car. I'll bring you back when I've got the bait on. Well, YouTube, I've done it again. I've been talking away and the camera hasn't even been recording. Just ate a glorious piece of steak and you'd have missed it. Fantastic. So what I've done is I moved the kettle onto the grill. You'll see it's boiling now. Just going to get it a rolling boil. That's round about there anyway. I've used the stick that the kettle was on and hung some bacon over it. I'll need to move it further down and in to get it cooked properly once the kettle comes off. I was just explaining to myself before I realised that nobody was listening, because the camera wasn't on, that I don't know why some people come out, they've got a YouTube channel but they don't talk. I've seen some videos from down south, southwest and stuff, and people who go to Dartmouth. They'll go to Dartmouth, watch it in whale camp without any bother, without any hassle, and they'll walk in to the forest. It'll be the perfect camping spot, absolutely textbook. Overhanging trees, stuff like that, dead healthy, probably 100 years old, whatever, and they'll sit and they'll boil themselves some water and they'll eat a pot noodle in silence, and then you'll see them sit in front of the fire or whatever, and then the next scene is them packing up. I don't get why they go camping if they're not going to talk to the camera, they're not going to explain anything or what they're doing and why, or like just have a bit of chat on, talk shit like I am. I don't understand it. Feels like a waste, if I'm honest. If I don't hear my own voice anyway. I'll edit this to shit, because you know, I'm just babbling on to kill some time. But I'm going to have a cuppa and move this bacon. See how much it'll fall off when I move it. And then I'll start packing up. The Coleman Bedrock 2 tent was canny. Because it was quite uneven ground. As you'll have seen when I pitched at the start of the video, there's a few lumps and bumps and the bottom end of the tent's on a tree stump, which was quite good because I could rest my feet on it. I knew it was there when I pitched it. It was just a little bit taller than I thought it was by the time the rest of the ground sunk down, because there's so many pine needles. You're nowhere near the bottom of this. It's just layers and layers of pine needles. You couldn't sweep them all away to get a flat spot. Bit of condensation in the tent, I can see it now. It's either my breath or just water vapour in general with the temperature and stuff like that. I'll probably buy some sealant for it and seal it in the next couple of weeks. I'll get it in the garden to air it out before I go to Scotland, which is in 2 weeks or so. So I'll do that. But for what it's needed for me, by myself, it's not a problem. I need a bigger tent for when I take the young'un to campsites and stuff, just so he's got more room, and you've got to take more crap when you've got the bairn. He's only 5, so you've got to keep him entertained. And at night time and that, when it's dark and you know there's no to do, and if he's made any little mates, they've went in for the night. It's a case of, if he's got one of them daft portable DVD things, he can watch that. If I'm still awake and he's went to sleep, I'll watch the bugger. But he's up at the crack of dawn anyway. He's usually up between, and he's camping anything from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And he'll want to go to the toilet and all that kind of stuff. And then he's up and he'll want breakfast, and he'll want it literally as soon as you've started the portable barbecue or whatever. He doesn't like to wait, so I'll probably invest in one of them crappy canister barbecues for a £5 or £10 or whatever they are. See them all the time. Where you just plug the gas in and turn it on, and that's literally for quickness for him. I can wait, but he's dead impatient. Try and explain to him that life isn't, you know, straight away. You've got to work at things, and stuff does take time, but he's having none of it. So, right, I am going to pack up the tent, show you that I leave no trace and all of that malarkey. I'm going to have a cup of coffee, and I'll bring you back when stuff's starting to get packed up, or when I'm putting this fire out properly, because everybody says, I'll put my fire out and I've tidied up. Anybody, I assume a lot of people do, but I think that some people don't, just by some of the videos they have where they absolutely wreck their little spot that they've had. I would like to leave this as close as possible to the way it was, minus that tree I knocked down for being deadfall. Obviously that one's there as well. You can tell by the condition of the trees. So if I just bring you up, if you look at that tree straight in front, you can tell that's a widowmaker deadfall by the condition of the tree. I'm not going to pan up, but there's no pine needles on it. All of the trees have got pine needles on, so you can see that they're still living even at the top. This one is dead as a dodo. The sunlight beaming down, so it should have some needles on it. The bark's come off it. You can see there's holes in the bottom of the tree where insects and whatever's burrowed into it. If I knock that over, it'll just be sawdust inside. So I'm quite surprised. I'm still shocked at how dead this wood is. Really, if any of the wood needs to be felled, it's quite a bit of this one. They should employ somebody to go through and take the deadfall out, or a company or something like that. The only problem is the wood's no good for anything. It's absolutely knackered. It's just a safety thing. But hey ho, I'll see you in a bit. And we'll work. Right, so bag of rubbish coming with us. If I spot any rubbish on the way out, I'll be taking it with us. It's where the tent was, as you can see. There's the big lump I had my feet on during the night, and I was curved around a bit because didn't see it when I first put the tent down. However, them stones / stumps over there made a cracking pillar. Everything's packed up pretty much. My bacon's just finishing off, so I'm going to eat that at the grill cool, and then with me dirty pots and that, I've got them in there to give them a wash when I get home, or dump them in the kitchen and the missus can do it because she loves stuff like that. Being a woman and that, sexist I know, but if you can get away with it, which I can. One last shot at me tree that would have murdered us during the night, but took it doing, safety and all that. So yeah, pretty much packed up and done. I'm gonna have to buy a new tripod for my camera already. They say you buy cheap, you buy twice. You're definitely right with that. I broke the clips at the bottom putting it up yesterday and broke them again when I've put it down. So luckily there's a cheapy shop, one of them cash converters, local. I spotted one in there, a decent one, and I think it was only £2, but I'd already ordered that crappy thing. And just because it was so light, I thought I'd bring it with us. But if cash converters or whatever's got some in, or another cheapy shop, I'll pick one up. It looked heavy though, but I'll dump some of the gear I've brought because it's not even full, but it was still heavy. And I brought me food in that cool bag. That's never coming again because it was a right faff one to carry. But you live and you learn and all that garbage. Bacon's done, consumed, lovely. Right, so that's all that's left of the fire. Got my jacketaties out, might munch them on the way home in the car. Just making sure any embers are out like that are out. That's already done. That stick was a light, so I've done that one as well. Just stood it up for easiness. But everything's out, so I'm just going to pack this couple of bits up on the backpack, and that's me done. LK35, as I covered at the start of the video, I'll do a bit more review on that if I can. I don't know how good the exposure is on this video, so I'll have to see. It looks dead bright on here, but you know, it might look better on a proper screen, but we'll see. Axe, need to cover that, fantastic little item. And I need to do a review on the knife as well, because that was canny. Done what I needed to do. I'm not out here Bear Grylls style to survive for 6 days with no but a fire steel and a bit of paracord, but you know. Last view, it's where the fire was. No fire. No rubbish. No pots, no packets. Very important. I was the worst offender as a kid. As you get older, you appreciate what we lose every day more and more. Right, as you can see, daylight, so heading out, and I'll come back to you. So bloody unfit. Oh, the camera zooms in that far. The distance. Go walk the top of that hill. It's obviously been raining overnight, but it hasn't rained where I was. So Every cloud has a silver lining, all that malarkey. Right, let's scale a bit hill. Might be much, but when you're a fat twat like me and you bang out of shape, nah, text it out of you. Feels fresh as a daisy. It's the first time I've ever went to bed at like 7, 8 o'clock. Disrupted sleep, but got a canny few hours of it. It's probably the first weekend in years where I haven't really had a drink. I think I had the one when I first got there, that was about it. Whew. Definitely need to drop some of the gear. Far too much weight on my back, even with a padded waist belt, which takes a lot of the load. Far too much stuff. Wasn't needed. Didn't even use it. At least I brought all my rubber chute. There you go, boy. What a sight for so eyes that is, I tell you. So look, zoom out. Beast. Love that car. Absolutely fantastic. I won't show you the reg, but lovely, lovely car to drive. Got the chassis done on the recall. Make sure it lasts for years. Going in for a full service next week. Whew. Nice little walk back to the car. Got a bit of a sweat on. There's all over the shop. And have a nice kind of pop on the way home. Nice little walk. Nice little walk up there. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to get myself away. Yeah.